Virtus Investment Partners, one-stop access to an array of elite boutique managers offering innovative investment solutions. To help investors chart a course in fixed income investing during times of historically low interest rates, Virtus Investment Partners offers 5 respected multi-sector fixed income mutual funds and 5 sector-specific dedicated strategy funds, including the Virtus Emerging Markets Debt Fund. We recently sat down with Steve Hooker, Managing Director of Foreign Research at Newfleet Asset Management, to better understand why emerging market debt can be an attractive part of a diversified fixed income portfolio.
We think exposure to emerging markets debt represents a tremendous opportunity for investors. It continues to be a large and growing part of the fixed income market and really represents a tremendous opportunity set for investors to look for total return, yield, and non-correlated assets. We've been involved at Newfleet in emerging markets debt for over 2 decades. Our emerging markets debt philosophy is really grounded in the belief that emerging markets and developing markets are converging. It will take a long period of time for that to happen, but we believe there will be attractive total return opportunities as that convergence occurs. By many measures, emerging markets fixed income, the investable universe, represents greater than 2 times the size of the domestic high yield market. And the asset class is now solidly investment grade. You have to go back to prior to 2008 to find the asset class being rated high yield. In emerging markets, there's a life cycle. Frontier markets are very early on in their development. Emerging markets tend to be a bit more established, and then ultimately emerging markets graduate to developed market status. Our approach from a relative value standpoint transcends all of those economies. So we will look at frontier markets, more developed emerging markets, and then ultimately as they start to graduate to developed market status, we certainly include those as well in our approach. Our investment process contains both top-down and bottom-up elements, but really we spend a tremendous amount of time trying to get the country call right. So we spend a lot of time looking at economic, political, regulatory, as well as institutional characteristics in each of the countries to help drive our country weights. But an additional wrinkle in investing in emerging markets is you have to pay particular attention to reporting quality and transparency, and that's something that we try and do a deep dive on for every investment that we have in the portfolio. From there, we look at the available opportunity set, whether it's sovereign, quasi-sovereign, corporate, or local currency investments, and then ultimately our investment selection is driven by bottom-up relative value. So emerging markets debt investing has a variety of risks. We try and minimize them as best as we can through our portfolio management process. We emphasize the strength of our fundamental analysis, and we take into account our position size with deep understanding of the evolution of liquidity, whether it's in the corporates, the sovereigns, or in the local currency investments. We think one of the greatest advantages is you get access to an experienced investment team of emerging market debt professionals. Dave Albright, myself, Dan Senecal, Andrew Sniffen, as well as the trading and other analysts have been investing in emerging markets for a very, very long period of time, 2 decades worth of experience in emerging markets debt. And we think that's a tremendous advantage for investors who look at our portfolio.
Newfleet Asset Management, charting a course in complex markets through its flagship multi-sector fixed income funds and its dedicated sector strategies, including the Virtus Emerging Markets Debt Fund, a suite of mutual funds from Virtus Investment Partners, providing one-stop access to an array of elite boutique managers offering innovative investment solutions.